I spent 3 weeks making 4 LEGO creations, 4 different clone battle packs. And if you keep watching this video, you're going to see the creations that I came up with, and the battle packs which I used. So for my first mock, I wanted to go with the Clone Walker battle pack from 2009. This set has a clone gunner, 2 regs, and 1 commander. And for this mock, I wanted to go with a sort of grasslands with a little bit of a mountainous terrain and a trail going through the middle. And this is what I came up with. I'm actually very proud of this. As I said, there's a trail going through the middle with a lot of plant work and some sort of mountainous terrain here. We use the minifigures from the battle pack up on the mountain as they're doing a sort of recon scouting mission, as they realise that there are droids habitat on this planet. As we can see here, there's an assassin droid, 2 battle droids, one of them is on a snap. There's also a super battle droid and also a crab droid, which I found on Rebrickable. It's amazing. You can make a 4-legged version or a 6-legged version. I made the 6-legged version. And these things are sick. They are very big, minifigure scale. And they would be perfect for an Utapau mock, actually. Let me know if that's something you'd want to see. One of my main things with this mock, I wanted to experiment with some uneven terraining. So as you can see, all the mountains, it isn't all going one direction. So it goes around this sort of angle, and also it's all bumpy. It's really weird. It's hard to describe as well. It's just really uneven and jaggedy. Whereas in my mocks in the past, my terraining has been quite even and very straight. But I think I did very well, and I even incorporated some plants as I go up. Anyway, here's a couple more angles. My favourite one is obviously that front one, but as I turn it around, we can see that this backside I didn't really do much with. I kind of ran out of pieces near the end and just did anything I could to finish the mock. Please don't comment. Here we've got some minifigures on their knees and just one stood up here. And again, here you can see where I ran out of parts. But from this angle, I think this mock looks beautiful, and I'm very proud of this one. And let's get on to the second creation. And actually, at the end, I'll do a quick personal ranking, and then maybe you can rank them in the comments. But this is creation number 1. For the second creation, I am using the 2011 Clone Troopers Battle Pack. This set has 2 Bomb Squad Troopers and 2 Horn Company Troopers, one being an ARF Trooper. I also wanted to incorporate another Battle Droid on a Snap and also a Spider Droid into this mock. And I wanted to do it on a Slemmy planet where the idea is that the droids have actually bumped into the Clone Troopers and all-out war just ensues. And this is what I came up with. Again, you can see where I ran out of parts. But if we get past that, I think I did very good with this mock. We can see all the Clone Troopers on this side, and it is kind of cramped, and you can also see how disorganised they are. You can definitely tell that they were not expecting to get kind of jumped by these battle droids. I think I fit the Spider Droid in this corner very nicely. And on this side, I've also used 2 B2 Super Battle Droids and 2 B1 Battle Droids, and another being on a Staps droid at the back. This is definitely my favourite angle of the mock, as on this side, you can only see the clones and you can't see the droids, and on this side, you can only see the droids and not the main highlight of the mock, obviously being the clones. So I do really like this angle for that reason. This is definitely not my favourite mock, but it's definitely not the worst of these 4 either. It's probably somewhere in the middle. Anyway, you'll have to see where I rank this in my placements at the end of this video. Anyway, let's go on to the third creation. So, for this third creation, I want to use the Clone Troopers vs Droids Battle Pack from 2024. It's definitely one of the best battle packs of all time, and I want to use all the minifigures from it. That minifigure lineup includes 3 regular Clone Troopers, a Shock Trooper, 2 Super Battle Droids, and 3 regular Battle Droids. Sorry, wrong way around. 3 Super Battle Droids and 2 Battle Droids. I also want to incorporate this little Tri-Fighter. I made this with only the Tri-Droid and the Snap Speeder from that battle pack. It looks kind of goofy, but I think it'll be fun to incorporate. I made this on my TikTok a few weeks ago. Definitely go check that out. Most of my videos I only post on TikTok, and then some YouTube videos get on here as well. But I definitely wanted to use that for this mock. I also wanted to finally use my Droid Gunship mock. This is a modification of the General Grievous Speeder Bike from 2018. There's only a few extra pieces, and I think I did very well at this scale. And that's something I definitely want to use on this mock as well. I also wanted to do a desert biome with some sort of uneven terraining once again. And this is what I came up with. It does use the speeder bike from the original set. I think it fits in quite nicely. And once again, you can see that I ran out of parts. It happens in all of these mocks. Except for the last one, peculiarly. Check that one out in a couple minutes. I think I incorporated all the droid minifigures in very nicely. I think they are a highlight for this set. This one doesn't really focus on the clone troopers as much as it does the droids, because obviously it has all the clone troopers and droids from the battle pack while also having a couple droid vehicles at the back. There is one big, large mountain in the middle, but if it was up to me, it would have been bigger, but once again, I ran out of parts. And I think I did very good at this scale. I think this is the weakest of all the mocs. I don't think I did bad, but again, it's just the weakest. It's not the best of the mocs. But I think I did fine nonetheless. Anyway, let's move on to the final creation. For this final mock, I wanted to use the Elite Clone Troopers vs Super Commandos battle pack from 2012. I also have an extra ARF Trooper which I'm going to be using on this mock, so I'm also going to use a Spider Droid to sort of even the odds. I want to do a sort of desolate landscape with a dead tree, so I'm probably going to go with some dark brown pieces. And I also want to incorporate the AV7 cannon from that set and fit it into a sort of destroyed clone base type of idea, but it's going to be very limited with the amount of grey parts I have. So this is what I came up with, and it is by far the smallest of the creations. I could probably expand it, but I don't have any other Rancor Battalion minifigures, so I don't see the point in that. And I think I did fine at this scale. You can see where the AV7 cannon once was. That is where it would have been on the clone base, and you can also see that the landscape has kind of destroyed, and there is even that dead tree that I mentioned in the corner. It uses a modified Spider Droid, which I think I actually did pretty well with. For the most part, I used LEGO design. Once again, it is just a little bit modified. I used the two ARF Troopers, which I mentioned, and also the ARC Trooper from the Battle Pack with a custom minigun, which I think looks pretty cool again. And I think I incorporated the Commandos and the Spider Droid into the build quite nicely. Anyway, let me know what you think of this one, and let's move on to the ranking and final portion of this video. The number 4 spot definitely goes to my Desert mock. I think I ran out of parts way too early, and I think I was a bit ambitious with this mock as well. So if I maybe made the mock a bit smaller, maybe made it in scale with the Desolate Landscape mock, then maybe it would have looked better, but I think I did fine with my limited 10 parts, and I think I incorporated my droid gunship and tri-fighter quite nicely. Also, I forgot to mention in the overview of that mock, I used a custom battle droid with a backpack, and it's kind of a commander. Number 3 spot goes to this creation. I don't really have a name for it. I've been calling it a Desolate Landscape. It's just that this type of terrain doesn't really have a name. It's just very dirty and very barren. It's sort of a wasteland, as it is a abandoned clone base in the background. If it was bigger, that's where that would be. That's a clone base behind there. And you could say maybe a bomb was dropped. That's why the clone base was abandoned. So there is a bit of lore behind this one, which I quite like. But it is definitely not the best mock of this series. But I do like it nonetheless. 2 goes to the Slemmy mock. I think I did very well with this one. The terraining is very nice, and there's no complaints with this mock really, except that I ran out of pieces near the end. I do quite like the use of wedge plates and snot technique though. And once again, I think I incorporated the separatist vehicles quite nicely, and also the clone troopers in a disorganised pattern. But the best mock by far is definitely my Grasslands mock. I think I had a nice balance between plants and a path, and also a little mountain in the corner. Also, I had the most pieces for this mock by far. I had even had some left over, which is unheard of in the rest of these mocks. I ran out of pieces in all of them. I think it's my favourite battle pack out of all of them as well. And I even used the Crab Droid, which is my favourite vehicle out of all these. It's from Rebreakable, by the way, just search up Crab Droid. Anyway, let me know how you would rank these mocks. What would you like to see for the next mock? And I'll probably just go back to set reviews for the next few weeks, and then maybe make another mock. Anyway, let me think of these, and thanks for watching. Bye.